Hello everybody, and welcome back to the second video for today here on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in again. So what about the month of February for online English teachers teaching English on Palfish? Why is February such an important month? Well, first, before I get into the tools that you're going to need, first you need to understand that it's the Chinese New Year. So in about 2 more weeks, I think it's February 15th or February 16th, maybe someone can correct me, they're gonna have a huge festival. It's like the biggest festival that's going on right now. Summer is big, but right now, high school, everyone, all schools, like 6 weeks, they're on a 6-week winter holiday vacation. So that means you really need to open up your schedule as much as possible. I remember last year in February, it was like towards the end of January, and then February, everything just kind of took off in a very good way, of course. So I'm going to show you a few things on the iPad about the advanced scheduling system with Palfish and how you can open up your schedule, why you need to open up at certain times, and things of that nature. As well as I'm going to share with you 8 different things that you need to do for the month of February if you want to pick up a nicer paycheck for the month of March. Because in March you'll get your paycheck for the work you do in February through Payoneer. No more PayPal, which is good. More money in the teacher's pocket. Again, Palfish is the best. They're always trying to listen to teachers in order to understand what's going on. And that way, if there's something they can change to make better and improve the system, to upgrade it, they're going to do it. And I remember when I started Palfish, they only had like a few features on the profile homepage. Now they got lots of features. The seminar classes, like the group classes, are actually not even a year old yet. So, Palfish has come a long way, and that's why, again, I hope that you have downloaded the application and got verified. If you're nervous or don't know what to do, then perhaps I could take you through a video chat on Facebook Messenger, so make sure you send me a message there. It's the best way to get in contact with me. And to everyone else out there who has sent their stuff to me, thank you very much. You're taking the necessary steps to get in there. So we're just gonna go ahead and chill. I'm not gonna rush. The last video, I really was feeling it this morning. So here we go, the February tools in 2018 as an English teacher on Palfish. So the number one thing, which is actually Unit 1 in the certification course, I'm not here to promote my course, I'm just gonna take people, because some people are a bit skeptical, they don't know about the Tefl course because it's very different. It's all gonna be conducted through Palfish. So the first thing is basically reading and student evaluations. Why in the month of February should we be focusing on Palfish reading and Palfish reading student evaluations? Why is that so important? Why? Well, let me go ahead and just show you guys just real quickly on the Palfish reading app what it's about and how quickly you can go through it and do something really great for your students and for people who don't even know you, who will be attracted and become more familiar with your name and, of course, your profile photo. That's why your profile photo is super important, and your name title. That's what people are going to remember you by, okay? So let me show you on the iPad. Okay, guys, so we have a bigger screen right here. This is nice. So you see right here, Palfish Read, very simple. Click into it. And here is the home profile page. So what you'll see is very simple. Name, profile. There's 7 levels, of course, but starting with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, guys, so right there. Let's just go into level 0. We'll go with the easiest one. And then let's just go to My Family. Okay? Then clearly here, you can see everything. The name, the level, how many people have viewed it, and the dubber, of course, the person who recorded it. And here's the great thing is people can post and people can listen. Do you see that? Someone just posted. This wasn't their original book, and they still got 26 100,000 views. That's a student. Look how many this teacher got. Is that over 1 million? It is. Wow. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is exactly what I'm trying to mention to you guys. Hopefully this one will kind of wake up some people. So we'll do this real quickly.
Father, mother, brother, sister.
So if we want to slow that down for a second, we can go right into here and we can hit record. And then boom. Hold on. Father. Actually, I don't want to do that one. Here we go, guys. Stay with me. Come on. As you can clearly see, it's really, really simple. You can listen to it. You can record it. And I know it might seem overwhelming, like, whoa, so many. And actually in the certification course, I'm going to have you do 150 student evaluations. So everything right there is pretty much straightforward. You go into the reading app, you have your profile, you can see each level 0 to 6. You can click into books, you can see how many people have viewed it, you can record your voice, and then of course you can share it. Let's say for some reason you didn't record a page and you forgot. Oh, there are pages without recording, please check. So it's so helpful. So anyway, the tip number 1 is becoming more familiar with the Palfish reading app because it's going to make you a better reader. I know many of you might be native English speakers, but I practice this every single day. I've recorded many books for Palfish, and I've also listened to quite a few students. So then you're going to have to learn how to do student evaluations. If you guys would like me to go more in depth about how to do student evaluations with the Palfish reading app, if you have more questions about it, then you have to let me know below, guys. Okay? Because we have to keep going. That's why these videos are 15 minutes. I need to get permission from YouTube to make longer videos. One of the reasons why I wanted to put out 2 today, because I have so much to share. Number 2, tip number 2 for February. Very simple. Live streams, which is unit 2 in the certification course. Why do live streams? Because live streams will take your career from here on Palfish to here. Look, it's not an overnight success. You will have to become a better speaker. That's why the reading books, that's why listening to students, yes, it takes patience. Yes, it takes a long time to sit there and honestly listen and honestly give a proper feedback. It doesn't have to be a lengthy feedback, but giving some encouragement, sending the voice messages to students, all that will pay off big time, okay? You always want to start off with doing live streams for free. I've said this in a video before. When I did a live stream in Hong Kong for free, it was like the first one. It was recommended by one of the directors of Palfish when they were still just kind of like gung-ho, really small. They're still gung-ho and they're growing though. And I was so surprised that I had like 119 people watch the live stream, and that kind of woke me up. So again, guys, you know, live stream is, it's been everything. I remember last year I started to do series. I started back in January of 2017. So, you know, I've learned a lot over 12 months of doing live streams, and it's not easy at first, but it's a learning process. It's a learning experience. And the cool thing is you have to learn how to call your audience into action. You can even have an assistant. I'm serious. That's a really good tip. I just thought about this. I didn't write it down. You could actually talk to one of your students and just say, hey, come to my live stream and I'll let you be one of my assistants. And if I need some help with translating something, then you could send a Chinese message into the live stream. That's what one of my assistants would do quite frequently. And that's why I was able to I've made videos about this, like $30, I think it was even more, it was like $40 and a 30-minute live show. Now that would be awesome if I could keep that going all day, but live streams, a good live stream, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of persistence, but at the same time, when I was struggling, when I was frustrated making those slides in the very beginning for those live shows, those live streams, I learned how to make really good slides. I learned how to edit better and to put text into pictures, and not even just focusing on what the audience wants always, but actually kind of giving my own style and my own way of doing things. And that's something you have to be aware of too, is don't compare yourself to other teachers unless it's for inspiration. If you're trying to compare yourself to other teachers because they have more hours, you're going to start to doubt yourself, and that's the quickest way to slow your momentum down as an online English teacher. You got to just be honest, find your lane. There's millions of Chinese people in Palfish, so you don't have to be stressed about trying to find students and things of that nature. If you can do these things that I've been talking about in my videos for probably over 6 months now, you might have learned a lot of things. So the next thing I want to try to get into is the voice podcast right here. And the voice podcast, of course, is going to develop your speaking. I remember when I started back in January doing the voice podcast, and I created a really great following. Sometimes I do a video, the next day a voice podcast. One of my students messaged me, this person I met in Beijing, really wonderful person. She told me sometimes all we need is you to speak, you know? And that's true. Like, sometimes students, look, I don't care if you put a voice podcast out and 7 people listen or 3 people listen after 2 days. That's 3 people that gave you the opportunity. We've got to be grateful for these things. When I started to do all those videos on Palfish last January and February, when I started to get that momentum going, I started to doubt myself. And when I doubted myself, because I was very amateur at just kind of throwing up the video and trying to teach people things, I wouldn't make the video for the day. And then that's going to lower your self-confidence in the way you believe in yourself. And then maybe, the next day I would come back and do it and feel good about myself because I'm sharing and I'm not giving in to fear. Those things are all going to determine your success as an online English teacher. The great thing about it is you have freedom to choose your hours, you choose your pay, you have your own style, and you're responsible for everything. It's like swimming. One of the cool things about swimming is if you look at football and baseball, it's a team effort. Now, of course, with points in the Olympics, it's a team effort. Relays, team effort. Just like track and field. Swimming and track and field, you are in it by yourself, and you can't rely on anyone else. If you did the training, voice podcasts, video moments, reading student evaluations, giving feedback, if you're doing all those little things, consistency and being persistent are going to pay off. Chinese people all people love someone who's passionate about something and they're willing to come forth every day and to at least say hello. Good morning, students. How are you? Tag everybody in the group chat. Something, okay? And I've made these mistakes. So hopefully this video, I gotta cut it because it's gonna be coming off very soon. I didn't even get to share all my tips. But basically, follow up with your students, open your schedule up for February as much as possible. Remember, it's on Beijing time zone. Video moments, voice podcasts, live streaming, and reading the student book. The student reading app is dynamite gold. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on things. If you're just thinking about trying to make the money as an online English teacher, you will make the money, but one, you'll be a little bit dissatisfied, and at the same time, if your heart's not in it, you won't make it. So my heart's really in it, and I know a lot of great teachers out there, their hearts are in it too. And I want to say thank you to all the wonderful teachers out there, both online and in schools, because they're still making a difference in the lives of students, making the world a better place, hopefully developing more self-awareness within themselves, and they can pass that on to their students. Awareness is everything in 2018. Don't compare yourself to others unless it's for inspiration. You guys have a great day. And I'd love to share more with you. I'm serious. I'd love to share. And so if you guys have any specific questions, let me know. Also, Facebook, Instagram are great ways to find out what I'm doing. Instagram has a lot of cool, quick live stories on my classes and how I teach. So guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.